Hi, I'm Amber, certified Optavia coach, and I'm here to give you a little bit of info on essential amino acids. But first, let's talk about muscle. Did you know that changes in muscle mass and strength can start as early as 30 years old? And you lose approximately 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade after the age of 30. And from the age 40 to 80 years old, muscle mass declines 30 to 50%. I am in that category. So why should we care? Here's the thing is you might think, oh, my metabolism is slow. And so this is what's happening. Your base metabolic rate is affected by lean muscle. The higher your muscle mass, the more calories you can eat, basically. And also, strength protects you as you age. And I want to put a plug in for just having a little more fun. I love to play pickleball. You need more muscle to really just get out there and be active. So, how much protein does a person need? Well, this is an approximate formula, but approximately 1 gram per pound of lean body mass. So let's say you weighed 150 pounds and you did a little like body fat percentage machine and it said you were 25% body fat. Well, then you would need about 113 grams of protein, but check with your doctor or nutritionist on how much protein you need. But I think the moral of the story here is that people usually need more protein than they are ingesting. So what do we do about it? How do we stop prevent this muscle loss? So let's talk about what muscle is made of. So muscle comes from protein. Protein comes from amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein, which makes your muscle. So let's talk a little bit about amino acid fun facts. Our body cannot make essential amino acids. You must consume them. So you can find EAAs in lots of different foods or supplements. But here's the thing, it's helpful to eat small amounts of protein throughout the day. Maybe you've been taught to eat 6 times a day. Small amounts of protein carb balancing keeps your blood sugar steady and even, controls your insulin pump. That's a good thing. But this is what you need to know about building muscle. Doing that, eating a tiny bit of protein, that's fine. But at least once a day, I prefer at least twice a day. I want to create muscle protein synthesis. That means my body's building muscle. And you have to consume around 30 grams or equivalent to 30 grams of protein within a 15-minute window from an EAA rich source to create that muscle protein synthesis. So let's look at what example would be of that. So you could sit down and have, 6 ounces of chicken, 4 to 6 ounces of meat. That's going to be about 200 to 500 calories, depending on what you choose, which might cost you between $2 and $7, depending or more, depending on the quality of meat that you choose. Or you could eat 5 eggs, which is 350 calories. That's probably your lowest cost EAA source. But here's the thing, 5 eggs, like what am I, Rocky? Like training, like drinking eggs, eating 5 eggs. I don't think I could eat 5 eggs in a 15-minute window if I tried. But okay, let's keep going. 3 cups of Greek yogurt. That's another way. That'll be between 300 and 600 calories, probably cost you about $4. Or you can use a supplement. So the Optavia EAAs, 60 calories to create that muscle protein synthesis, less than $2. And when you drink those EAAs, it's equivalent to eating 30 grams of protein, but it's less calories. So pretty cool. So why use an EAA supplement? It's lower calorie, like I said, affordable. It's an affordable method to build that muscle, to get that muscle protein synthesis going. Also, it's more easily digestible because it goes straight into your bloodstream versus when you eat those 5 eggs or 6 ounces of chicken, your body has to break it down. So it's just a little bit easier on your digestion. It doesn't contain any of the common allergens that a lot of people, have, like milk, soy, nuts, eggs. It's a vegan source, so it's free of all those allergens. So Oh, here's me. So my personal story with the EAAs is that I was actually dealing with a lot of muscle pain ever since I was a kid. In fact, ever since I was probably 12 years old, and and after I'd exercise, just lots of pain. So it prevented me from wanting to exercise, and I was asked to be part of a study with our Optavia EAAs before they came out to the general public. And, I was skeptical. I thought, oh, I don't know, supplements, those people at the gym and they're drinking their shakes. And I don't know, I was very skeptical, but I said I would be part of the study. And so I used them consistently every single day, twice a day, because that is key if you want to get full benefits of essential amino acids. So I use them consistently. And I actually didn't even notice it at first that my pain was going down and I had some more energy and I was recovering after exercise. And I really fully didn't notice it until the study ended. And all of a sudden, my pain was back and I was like, oh my goodness, that was doing so much for me. It was lowering my inflammation. Just it was really making a big difference. So I was a believer after that. And here's another question for you. Are all EAA supplements the same? Because you could get on Amazon right now and type in essential amino acid or EAA supplement, and you're going to have hundreds of things to choose from. So it's good to know what to look for, right? No matter if you're going to use the Optavia ones or another. So the first question to ask is, what are you getting? Because Optavia lists all of the essential amino acids and the amounts, which all 8 EAAs total 10 grams. And here's an example of one on Amazon, just says amino blend. And it doesn't say it's just 5 grams. We don't know how much of each of those aminos are on there. And what are you getting also with the specific essential amino acids? So Optavia contains 3.5 grams of leucine, which is an important part of creating that muscle protein synthesis. So here's an example of one I pulled off Amazon. It actually listed out all of the EAAs, but look, the leucine 1.5 grams. It's way under formulated. So a good EAA, just to review, it needs a minimum of 2.5 grams of leucine to turn on that switch, so to speak, of that muscle protein synthesis, like a light switch. Optavia has 3.5 or 3,500 milligrams. It needs all 8 essential amino acids. So the leucine turns on the light, and having all 8 of the essential amino acids powers the light, starts that muscle protein synthesis. So Optavia has 10 grams. Also, there's another little nuance here is your supplement needs at least 5 grams of BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. So that's certain of the 8 EAAs are BCAAs as well, in the correct ratio. So leucine, valine, isoleucine. So Optavia has 5.3 grams total of the BCAAs and in the correct ratio. Also, our protein powders, our whey protein powders have that correct ratio and the EAA source to create that muscle protein synthesis also. So just to recap, our Optavia Active EAAs, they're backed by science. So it activates muscle protein synthesis, reduces muscle soreness after exercise, reduces muscle damage, and accelerates that recovery. That's what I found. I was able to, I went from only being able to maybe work out 3 times a week to I could work out in the morning and then play volleyball at night or play pickleball every single day of the week. I couldn't do that before. It helps support that healthy muscle metabolism during aging. So important as we age that we don't let our metabolism go downhill, right? And also just that fuel that post-workout recovery. When you pair that with a program that works with Optavia, we have our lifestyle programs, our community, our habits of health, and our coaches and our clinicians as partners, because we also offer medically supported weight loss. And here's a huge thing to know, whether you yourself or a friend or family member is looking into medically supported weight loss. It's the time to be diligent in protecting your muscle, because evidence suggests that 20 to 50% of total weight loss is muscle loss for those who are utilizing these GLP-1 medications. And as you lose weight, getting adequate nutrition and retaining your lean muscle is critical to protect that muscle and that metabolism for all the reasons that we've already shared. So hopefully this has given you some good information about our essential amino acid product and why it is really revolutionizing people's health and wellness journeys.